once again and welcome to Bring On The Bad Guys, the superhero themed tabletop gaming show for Emotionally14.com and in association with There Will Be Games. So, here we are, Heroclixing again.
Amazingly,
yes. After last time, we're doing another brick.
Yes, that's really
Because
well.
those of you who missed my review of Iron Man and the Avengers we did last time, where I went on a 20-minute tirade about how shit the brick was, we're hoping that this one's a little bit better. It's finally here. We've been waiting for the Fantastic Four brick.
They've been
for over a year now.
Noticeably absent, haven't they?
For all sorts of political and licensing-based reasons.
Yeah, it's all just the lawyers. Yes.
Oh, it's to try. They were trying to get the movie rights back. So yeah, there's a lot of bullying going on, but here we are. We finally have
Good.
The fantastic Marvel's first family.
Does this mean we might get a decent
film
at some point?
I keep hearing Emily Blunt's name bandied around for Sue Storm, which I don't hate.
No, that'd be quite nice.
And it was a pure. This is in no way saying that this is a casting call that's been made. This was not even a rumour. This was just someone pitching a fan casting. Someone suggested Viggo Mortensen for Doctor Doom, and I really don't hate that either.
Oh, it would be quite grizzled, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
I think that could
that's
a good shout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't got Christopher Lee to do the voice anymore, so we need to do something. Are you a Fantastic Four fan?
Back in day, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was Human Torch stuff and all that.
Yeah,
Would be referred to as.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, I think the first Marvel comic I ever read was Fantastic Four, because it was in a trade paperback you owned called Bring On The Bad Guys, and it's good, which is all the origin stories and first encounters with the famous. If you can hunt it down, it is a series. I think it's come back and been reprinted a couple of times.
There is another one.
And there's a sequel as well. Yeah. Bring Back the Bad Guys?
Bring Back the Bad Guys,
yeah.
Sounds good.
The very first one is Doctor Doom, so it's the third story of Doctor Doom, one where they send the Fantastic Four back to steal Blackbeard's pirate treasure using Doom's time machine, which still, the best thing about Doom's time machine is it still turns up in the current Marvel comics every now and again, and it's still just a yellow glowing square on the floor. It's brilliant. I haven't changed it at all.
That'll work.
Yeah. And then it's the origin of Doctor Doom as well, which I think is from one of the Fantastic Four annuals. And so that was my first experience of anything Marvel, was the Fantastic Four.
Doom in them days, obviously, with the very heavy face mask.
Oh, as of the last time I read one, he doesn't have any armour or face mask on.
Yeah, that seems odd to me.
It was in the wake of the Secret Wars after he became God Emperor Doom and all the universes collapsed and shattered, and he came back unscarred, and he actually became a good guy for a while, and it kind of raised this question of, was Reed Richards actually the person who turned him evil?
Alright.
So then Tony Stark went in a coma and Victor Von Doom became Iron Man for a while. It all got very, very confused. Read the Marvel comics, it's like a little...
It's almost like,
It's a soap opera, just jump in and run with Marvel. DC, you can pick and choose stories, and they're gritty and they're great and they're detective or superhero stories. Marvel, it's a wrestling promotion turned soap opera, just jump in and start reading. It's absolutely brilliant. That's one of the reasons I love Marvel and DC, for different reasons, for different approaches they take. And
they have got some awesome bad guys, those guys.
Fantastic Four are some wonderful bad guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, Doom,
Goblin.
Yeah, they'd run up against him as well. Yeah. I mean, Galactus.
They'd run against Goblin. No, was that definitely just
He's mostly Spider-Man, but he's still Manhattan.
Yeah, I thought it was
each other.
Yeah.
Galactus for World Devourer is pretty significant.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They
brought in Black Panther and Namor were originally supporting characters. Now, someone's going to comment on Namor not being technically a Fantastic Four character, but they brought him back in through Fantastic Four, so all of this stuff was brought in.
Does that mean licenses wise we might have seen Namor back?
Oh, we had a Namor with Infinity Saga, because it was
he did something
with Titan, the giant whale monster.
That's right.
He was the colossal.
Yeah.
I love Namor. I think it was Dan Slott said, when you're writing Namor, his motivation at all times must be, fuck you, I'm Namor. So as you can tell, because I'm just talking absolute bollocks, I'm really excited for Fantastic Four. I love the Fantastic Four. It was absolutely my first experience of Marvel at all in any way, shape or form.
Yeah.
So and Doom is my favourite Marvel.
But it's been a long time since we've had, for whatever legal reasons.
Long time.
As a click, you're going back a long time. I think it is the
yeah. I mean, it was they were trying to bully. It's the worst kept secret. They were trying to bully the movie license.
Yeah,
it's back. That's what lost their comic. Ben Grimm ended up in outer space with the Guardians of the Galaxy. He hates space, though. Marvel Legendary, the deck building game, the Fantastic Four expansion was allowed to drop out of print, and the publisher said the only thing we're waiting for is permission to print it again.
Right.
So it was an intentional. They kept it out to try and devalue it so they could get the movie licenses back, and it seems to have worked. And the good news is, we'll get the Fantastic Four. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Yes.
I feel like the problem with Fantastic Four movies is they always try and change stuff, and it's a story that doesn't need changing.
Okay, yeah, sure.
They always tinker a little too much.
Change it a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they could do it. They could do it properly.
I suppose we might get a surfer as well, won't we?
Oh, Silver Surfer, yeah.
I just thought we might get a surfer.
Yeah. No, it's a set that's very, 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 very exciting. So we've got Mr. Fantastic, Ben Grimm, Space-phobic Ben Grimm, Sue Storm, and Johnny Storm.
That means only 4 of them.
On the packaging, there's only 4 of them.
Awfully big balls.
Yeah. And on the back is God Emperor Doom from the most recent.
I think that's quite a collectible one, that one.
Yes, probably. I think it might be 2015 by now. It feels like a while ago. Anyway. But yeah, that was essentially how they. Secret Wars they Doom managed to exist outside of the universe and rebuilt himself as God Emperor when all the universes collided. That's how they got rid of the Ultimate Universe. The only person survived was Miles Morales, who is now, that's why there's 2 Spider-Man. I think he goes by Killer Arachnid now. Paul, come on the show, please. See, what we're expecting from his bricks, we're expecting the Fantastic Four. We've been led astray before.
I can throw away all my old Fantastic Four clicks and my Ben Grimm that aren't any good.
Mine aren't pre-card, but they're not far off.
I've got some 10th anniversary, I think.
Yeah, my 10th anniversary might be mine. I've got the thing carrying a hot dog cart.
Yeah,
it just looks like
it's a cool model.
It's a cool model for setup. 3/4 way through a game, it just looks like he's really romantically involved with a hot dog cart.
Yeah. No, I think also the surfer. I think I was like 236 points.
Oh,
how do you feel that?
Who? Odd points. I'm glad are a thing of the past.
They do. Oh, well, you never know.
Oh, they might surprise us. My
decimal world.
4 is a little gimmick. Yeah, so we're expecting cosmic. We're expecting heavy hitters. We're expecting to see some fan favourites. We think.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Some off-the-wall choices. Like I said, Namor, I think, and Silver Surfer.
It's been a long time since we've had an Namor.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man has allied with them several times, so I think a Spidey is always a possibility.
Joe Fixit.
Joe Fixit is a possibility. Yeah.
That's kind of a little thin line, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Spider-Man makes sense, but probably one of
there's the ultimate Reed Richards turned evil, and is now an evil alternate, like a mirror universe. Spock's beard type Reed Richards running around the current Marvel universe as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stephen Strange, the bendy person.
Stephen Strange, I suppose. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Equal hair bros. Yeah. Are we going to get Woody Lumpkin, the mailman?
I don't think I know that character.
He's the mailman. That's it.
The mailman.
I think in the original movies that's Stan Lee's cameo.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he does again in Civil War, delivering mail for Mr. Stank.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. I'm really excited. We're going to mix it up this time, though, aren't we? Rather than seeing us chew through each individual.
You have to let us know if you prefer it.
Yeah. I mean, and we know you will. What we're going to do is we're going to smash it open with Milner and organise everything. We're going to go through it and then we're going to talk you through what our findings are. If you want us to go back the old way of doing it, there's a comment box for you to let us know that. If you really like the new way of doing it, there's a comment box to do exactly the same thing. But let's see what the Fantastic Four have in store for us.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, so up first we've got Mr. Fantastic.
What number's he?
He's number 1.
Number 1?
Significant appearance, Fantastic Four number 3. Like, I couldn't think of at least 2 other titles that are more significant.
It's a pretty cool sculpt, and just 40 pointer.
Yeah, 40 points for 4 clicks. Real name Reed Richards, keyworded Fantastic Four, celebrity and scientist. That's exactly what you expect. Trait, in the beginning, Mr. Fantastic increases his attack total +1 for each natural 4 in his finalised attack roll. He has a box out on defence for his final click, which is Together We Stand. Super senses, stop click, but only if there is another friendly character with the Fantastic Four keyword within 4 squares. He also has Plasticity, Leap Climb, Incapacitate, Super Senses, Leadership and Perplex. And he has the team ability Fantastic Four. When this character is KO'd, after resolutions, each other friendly character using this team ability heals 1 click.
Nice.
Okay, the Invisible Woman, real name Susan Storm, keywords Fantastic Four, Lady Liberator's celebrity. She is 40 points for 4 clicks. She has the trait in the beginning, Invisible Woman increases her attack total +1 for each natural 4 in her finalised attack roll. As a trait, she has Form the New Fantastic Four. At the beginning of the game, you may replace up to 4 friendly characters with the same number of characters from your sideline on their starting clicks. All replacement and replaced characters must have the Fantastic Four keyword and different names. The total points of the replacement characters can't exceed the total points of the replaced characters. So you can bring in some of the surrogate Fantastic Four.
Nice. Yeah.
She has
She's obviously, as you'd expect, she's a flyer and all that stuff.
She has a box out on defence on her final click, which is Together We Stand, Defend, Stop click, but only if there is another friendly character with the Fantastic Four keyword within 4 squares. She also has Stealth, Sidestep, Telekinesis, Defend, Barrier and Enhancement, and the team ability Fantastic Four. When this character is KO'd, after resolutions, each other friendly character using this team ability heals 1 click. Human Torch, real name Johnny Storm, keywords Fantastic Four, Spider-Man family, celebrity. He is 40 clicks for 40 clicks. He's 40 points for 4 clicks.
I want that click.
He has a trait in the beginning. Human Torch increases his attack total +1 for each natural 4 in his finalised attack roll. He has a box out on defence on his final click, which is Together We Stand, Energy Shield Deflection, Stop click, but only if there is another friendly character with the Fantastic Four keyword within 4 squares. He also has Running Shot, Sidestep, Energy Explosion, Penetrating Psychic Blast,
nice.
Energy Shield Deflection and Ranged Combat Expert. Exactly what you want from a Human Torch. He also has a team ability Fantastic Four, and he also has a team ability Spider-Man.
I can see Spider-Man
uncopyable.
Yeah, amazing.
The Thing, real name Ben Grimm. He has the keyword Fantastic Four, celebrity, monster and soldier. He does not have the keyword astronaut. He is 40 points for 4 clicks. He has the trait in the beginning. The Thing increases his attack total +1 for each natural 4 in his finalised attack roll. He also has Together We Stand, which is a box out on his final defence click. Impervious, Stop, but only if there is another friendly character with a Fantastic Four keyword within 4 squares. He also has Charge, Sidestep, Super Strength, Toughness, Shape Change, and a team ability Fantastic Four, and he is indomitable.
He is indomitable, yeah.
DOOMBOT, he is 15 points for an almighty 2 clicks.
It's a nice scope.
Real name not applicable. Keywords Latveria, Armour, Robot. He has a box out through the dial for 2 clicks on damage, which is the real Doom, or for all characters with this power, when a friendly character with the Latveria and Ruler keywords would be targeted by an opponent's attack or use of Outwit or Perplex, you may roll a d6. On a 4+, that opponent chooses an untargeted Doombot to become the target instead. The new target must be legal, and you don't choose a power for Outwit until after the new target is chosen. He also has Running Shot, Sidestep, Energy Explosion, Toughness, Energy Shield Deflection, and Team Ability, Minions of Doom. When this character KOs a standard opposing character, after resolutions heal 1 click on a friendly character using this team ability.
Could work, yeah. There's a bit of translucent in these ones, isn't there?
Okay, we have Nova, real name Frankie Ray, keywords Fantastic Four and Politician. 50 points for 5 clicks. She has trait, Too Hot to Touch, Poison. She also has Running Shot, Sidestep, Energy Explosion, Pulse Wave, Super Senses, Energy Shield Deflection, and the team ability Fantastic Four. SKRULL Infiltrator, real name Various. He is 20 points for 3 clicks. Has the keywords Scrolls and Spy, and he ignores hindering terrain for the purposes of movement. As a trait, he has Assume Your Form. Free action. If this character hasn't been moved or placed this turn, choose a standard opposing character within 4 squares and line of fire that has not been chosen by this effect this turn. Both players roll a d6. If your result is higher, place Skull Infiltrator and the chosen character in each other's squares.
Interesting.
Yeah. Stealth, Sidestep, Precision Strike, Super Senses, Shape Change, and Team Ability SKRULL. Shape Change, but he's all if he's got Shape Change on his dial, which he does throughout his dial, then it's +1 to his Shape Change, which we think is 3+.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
And if you play Star Wars Legion, he also works as Krennic. We have Moloid, real name Various. He is an almighty 10 points for 2 clicks. With the keyword monster, and he ignores hindering terrain for the purposes of movement. He has a box out on his movement which runs through all 2 clicks of his dial. He has Destroy the Surface Dwellers' Cities, Plasticity, Sidestep, Stealth. Power action. If Moloid and another friendly character named Moloid are adjacent to the same piece of blocking terrain, destroy it, then remove an action token from both of them.
He's tiny.
He also has... He's tiny, yes. He also has Toughness and Empower, and he also has Team Ability Underworld, which is the Knuckle Duster symbol, which is carry 1, but only to carry a character that shares a keyword, and carry 2, but only to carry characters that share a keyword and are lower points.
Bit odd.
Seeing as forgetting the scrolls, we totally forgot Mole Man. We have Spider-Man, real name Peter Parker, keywords Fantastic Four, Spider-Man family, reporter, scientist. He is 75 points for 6 clicks, range of 5 lightning bolts. As a trait, he has a new kind of fantastic teamwork. When Spider-Man hits with a close attack until your next turn, other friendly characters with the Fantastic Four keyword can use Ignore Other Figures, Hindering Terrain and Elevated Terrain for the purposes of movement. Spider-Man can always ignore Hindering Terrain, Elevated Terrain and other models for the purposes of movement. As a trait, he has the new Fantastic Four, carry 1 but only to carry characters with the Fantastic Four keyword. Once per turn, when Spider-Man is carried and placed adjacent to 2 or more opposing characters, after resolutions he may make a close attack. They've managed to get a really nice sling in.
It's a nice
move
actually.
Factor in.
Yeah, it is because it's got a bit of range to him as well.
Yeah, but that kind of new teamwork, you can picture him just swinging someone around. He also has running shot, sidestep, plasticity, incapacitate, super senses, combat reflexes, close combat expert, and for team ability Fantastic Four and for team ability Spider-Man. Red Hulk, real name Thaddeus Ross. He is either 50 points for 4 clicks or 75 points for 6 clicks. He has the keywords Avengers, Codex, Fantastic Four, Intelligentsia, Soldier. Trait, Circle of 4. If Red Hulk hasn't been moved or placed this turn, modify attack and damage +1. As a trait, he has Angrier and Hotter. When Red Hulk takes damage from an opponent's attack, give him an anger token to a maximum of 2. When Red Hulk makes a close attack and has an anger token, modify damage +1 and after resolutions remove an anger token. If Red Hulk has 2 anger tokens, he deals penetrating damage including with poison. He also has Charge, Leap Climb, Plasticity, Poison, Invincible, Invulnerability, Toughness, Regen, Leadership, Empower, and he has Team Ability, Team Player, Wild Card and Copyable.
Blimey.
For 75 points.
Blimey.
It starts off with 4 damage.
Need to have a go at him.
Yeah, I know you're a big old fan of Red Hulk anyway.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Wolverine, real name Laura Kinney, who is 40 points for 4 clicks and has the keywords Fantastic Four, Shield, Weapon X, X-Force, X-Men. She ignores hindering terrain for purposes of movement. As a trade, she has 4 Shield Beast Hunters. When Wolverine is given a move action, after resolutions, remove an action token from her and she can use stealth until your next turn. That's such a great way of just zipping across the board super quick.
And also you have stealth.
Yeah, all you got to do is run from hindering terrain to hindering terrain. It doesn't cost you a movement. It costs you an action, but you don't get an action marker for it. Essentially,
clever.
Yeah,
so you can move around pretty well.
You could zip up the other end of the board if you were clever. She also has charge, blades, combat reflexes, toughness, regen, exploit weakness, team ability Fantastic Four, and team ability X-Men, which is as a power action, choose an adjacent friendly character that can use this team ability and heal that character 1 click and roll a d6. On a roll of 1 to 4, this character is dealt 1 unavoidable damage.
Oh, okay. So there's some chance of it's backfiring.
Okay, we have She-Thing, real name Sharon Ventura, keywords Fantastic Four and Monster. Apparently she's from Fantastic Four number 310, which was 1988, which is a period where I was not reading comics, so I'm not overly familiar with this character. So it's 40 points for 5 clicks. She, as a trait, she has unlimited class wrestling. When She-Thing makes a close attack, after resolutions you may place a hit character in an adjacent square, adjacent to her. She also has charge, plasticity, super strength, quake, toughness, and the team ability Fantastic Four. And of course, this day and age, you can also put her in the ring with actual wrestlers in Heroclix.
Yes, you can.
Black Panther, real name T'Challa, who is 60 points for 6 clicks. And again, we forgot him earlier. He was originally a Fantastic Four supporting character. Keywords Fantastic Four, Wakanda, Ruler, and Warrior. He ignores hindering terrain for purposes of movement. As a trait, Panther in the Shadows, Stealth. If Black Panther occupies hindering terrain, modify attack +1. Trait, New Leader of the Fantastic Four, Leadership and Outwit. He also has Charge, Leap Climb, Precision Strike, Blaze Clawed Fangs, Combat Reflexes, Toughness, Outwit, and the team ability Fantastic Four. Okay, we have Thundra, real name Thundra. I've got to be careful or some of the Thundercats in a minute. That's 75 points for 6 clicks. She has for keywords Femizons, Frightful Four, Lady Liberators, Future, and Warrior. As a trait, she has Frightful Four, Individual Combat. Unique modifier. During opponent's turns, friendly characters with the Frightful Four keyword modify defense +1 for each attack that's resolved this turn. Doesn't affect the first attack in the turn. Box out on damage for her first 4 of 6 clicks is Combat Chain. Giant Reach 2. When Thundra makes a close attack, after resolutions you may place a hit character in an adjacent square adjacent to her. She also has Charge, Flurry, Super Strength, Quake, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Impervious, Invulnerability, and Toughness. So 75
Does
points.
she basically do a get over here?
Essentially, yeah.
Range attack pulls them to her.
Yeah. I know what Mortal Kombat clicks. We've got the other one. We have Trapster. Do you know what his name was before he changed his name to Trapster? I don't mean his real name, I mean he was a character, he was a bad guy.
Was he the trickster?
No, before he was Trapster, his main thing was he had a giant adhesive gun that he would use to glue people and things down so he could go and rob a bank or whatever. And so before he became Trapster, he was known as, and this is honestly true, his first appearance he was called Paste Pot Pete. And then he realised no one was taking him seriously, so he changed his name to Trapster.
Is that like catching Stanley on an off day?
Yeah, it must have been.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Please spot for you. Real name Peter Petruski. See, just don't try, do you, Stan?
They've said that they do that so they'd be easy to remember their names.
Yeah, a lot of Stanley's characters, Sue Storm, Peter Parker. Was Matt Murdock, Bruce Banner.
All those ones.
They were alliterated, so it was easy for him to remember, which is what I think it's the 4th comic.
Peter Parker, isn't it?
I think it's Scott Summers. I think it's the 4th comic of Incredible Hulk. He goofs and he calls him Bob Banner because obviously Stan Lee remembered it was a B word, and so number 4 he's called Bob Banner. And of course, Marvel being Marvel can't just they can't let this go, and so they reckon that his name is Robert Bruce Banner. So his name is now Robert Bruce Banner. And then obviously when you had the TV show in the 80s, they call him David Banner.
They do, yeah.
They call him David Banner because in all seriousness the producers felt Bruce was a gay name, so they decided to call him David instead. It's a very strange decision, but that was the reason.
Is that honestly really?
Yeah, they felt Bruce was too gay
to Australia
for a hero. So they went with David Banner, which is every now and again you'll see some official documents or something, and he'll be called Robert Bruce David Banner as an in-joke.
Oh my word!
Anyway, so back to Paste Pot Pete over here.
Paste Pot Pete.
With keywords Frightful Four, Intelligentsia, Magia, Sinister Syndicate, and Scientist.
Wild card.
He's worked for everyone.
His wild card is 6 range, 3 lightning points.
Yes, 75 points for 6 clicks. Trait Frightful 4, Hasta la Pasta Insect. Unique modifier. During your turn, opposing characters modify defense -1 for each attack made by a character with the Frightful 4 keyword, which resolved this turn. It's got a trait called. No, I've always been Trapster. With a keyword which gives him plasticity as a trait.
Not me.
Brilliant. As a boxer on his attack running through all 6 clicks is things are about to get messy. Incapacitate. When Trapster uses it, you may generate a paste marker in each hit character's square. Characters occupying paste markers must break away as if they were adjacent to Trapster. When no character occupies a paste marker, remove it. So obviously that rules as written is characters occupying paste markers must break away as if adjacent to Trapster, who has plasticity as a trait.
Yeah, so they have to move away.
It's a 2+ to break away. Because it's judged as being a breaking away from him, who has plasticity as a trait.
Yeah.
So these markers, you're pinned down until you can roll
You could lose an action completely.
Yeah.
Because you have to move away.
Breaking away from someone with plasticity, you need a natural 6, don't you?
Yeah. Yes, you do.
So they could be, you could be stuffed there for a fair few turns.
Yeah, you can building up markers. Yeah.
And we laughed at Paste Pot Pete, and with good cause. He also has running shot, sidestep, willpower, barrier, and perplex, and the team ability Minions of Doom.
I think he might be a surprising character.
I think he might be pretty cool. We certainly spent a lot more.
75 points.
He certainly had more screen time than anyone else.
Yes. Using up all the red.
Yeah. Okay, we have Medusa from the 60s. A very 60s silver age of the Medusa, but she's very much still a major character in the current Marvel Universe. 75 points for 6 clicks. Real name Medusalev Amakelin, of course, because Inhuman names are always great. Keywords Frightful 4 and Inhumans. Ignores hindering and elevated terrain for purposes of movement. Trait Frightful 4, Impenetrable Disguises. Friendly characters with the Frightful 4 keyword can use shape change. Trait The Malevolent Mane of Madame Medusa. Plasticity with Giant Reach 4. Opposing characters within 4 squares and line of fire consider Medusa adjacent for the purposes of breaking away.
Nice.
Yeah, she also has Stealth, Charge, Sidestep, Telekinesis, Quake, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Combat Reflexes, Super Senses, Close Combat Expert, and Empower, and the team ability and Minions of Doom.
Different page.
A different Mr. Fantastic. This is Reed Richards. He is 50 points for 5 clicks, obviously a level up from the one we saw earlier. He has the keywords Fantastic Four, Illuminati, and Scientist. Trait Reforming the Fantastic Four. Once per attack, you may force the attacker to re-roll a natural 4 in an attack roll targeting Mr. Fantastic. As a box out on movement, which he has for the first 3 of 5 clicks, is Elastic Finger Squeeze. Plasticity, Giant Reach 4. When Mr. Fantastic hits with a close attack and has not been moved or placed this turn, until your next turn, a hit character modifies attack -1 and considers Mr. Fantastic adjacent for the purposes of breaking away. You do and I'll give you such a pinch. He's got the keywords Sidestep, Super Senses, Toughness, Outwit, Close Combat Expert, and the team ability Fantastic Four. Human Torch.
Gone on fire.
Johnny Storm, 50 points for 5 clicks. I think this set is supposed to be the more current Fantastic Four. Keywords Fantastic Four and Celebrity. Trait Reforming the Fantastic Four. Once per attack, you may force the attacker to re-roll a natural 4 in an attack roll targeting Human Torch. Trait Flame On. When Human Torch moves, after the resolution of each move, you may immediately generate a hindering terrain marker in a square he moved through. At the beginning of your next turn, remove those markers, even if this is lost. He also has Hypersonic Speed, Running Shot, Sidestep, Energy Explosion, Poison, Energy Shield Deflection, Barrier, Ranged Combat Expert, and the team ability Fantastic Four. That's, again, like we were saying about Spidey's ability, really feels like Spider-Man moving across the board. That does feel like a flame.
So he drops a bits of flame everywhere. Really cool.
Yeah.
With different pants on.
He has, he's changed. And we have The Thing, real name Ben Grimm, 50 points for 5 clicks. He has the keywords Fantastic Four and Celebrity. Trait, reforming a Fantastic Four. Once per attack, you may force the attacker to re-roll a natural 4 in an attack roll targeting the Thing. As a boxer on the first 3 of 5 clicks on defense, he has did that hurt? Which is impervious. When the Thing uses it and succeeds during a close attack, after resolutions, deal the attacker 1 penetrating damage. Once per turn, when the Thing rolls a natural 4 for impervious, he may roll again. He also has Charge, Sidestep, Quake, Super Strength, Invulnerability, Close Combat Expert, and Team Ability Fantastic Four, and as is Indomitable.
We have a unique character on the board.
Finally, making his return to Heroclix after way too long, is Dr. Doom.
You can bid all those 200-point models.
Yeah. Is that unique for base as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Dr. Doom, real name Victor Von Doom. You can either play him 45 points for 4 clicks or 95 points for 7 clicks. He has a range of 6, 2 lightning bolts, and is indomitable. For an additional 5 points, you can take the trait, Why do all your robots look like you again? When placing characters during game setup, place Dr. Doom on this card and generate 2 DOOMBOTs in your starting area.
Nice.
This game, when a friendly DOOMBOT is KO'd, you may immediately place Dr. Doom from this card into their square and must do so if no other DOOMBOT is on the map. While Dr. Doom is on this card, DOOMBOTs can use leadership. Fantastic.
Is he just a POG?
No, it's the DOOMBOT we saw earlier.
He's not a printable POG.
No. His keywords are Cabal, Latveria, Armour, Mystical, Politician, Ruler and Scientist. As a trait, he has my robots often confuse my foes, which is Leadership and Mastermind. When Dr. Doom uses Leadership and succeeds, instead of a normal effect, you may generate a DOOMBOT. He also has Running Shot, Sidestep, Pulse Wave, Energy Explosions, Toughness, Energy Shield Deflection, Outwit, Enhancement, and Team Ability, Minions of Doom. Some of the way they've named the powers are fantastic because Pulse Wave is just called Richards! And his Outwit one is my single favourite Dr. Doom quote, which is, My greatest flaw, I surround myself with idiots. Okay, we've got Nova, real name Frankie Ray, is 125 points for 6 clicks. So I was hoping she knocks a hole in.
Yeah, she's going to be pretty bad.
So we've got the keywords Cosmic and Herald. So I wonder what her job was. So we've got trait, My Conscience is Clear Surfer. When an opposing character is KO'd, after resolutions, heal the highest point friendly character 1 click. You choose if there's a tie. She also has Hypersonic Speed, Running Shot, Pulse Wave, Invincible, Impervious, Invulnerability, Perplex, Support, and Team Ability Power Cosmic, which is Willpower, which is protected against Outwit. Uncopyable.
Is that actually written there?
Yeah, Team Ability Power Cosmic. Yeah, some of the Team Abilities were chosen to put on the card.
They used it a long time back, didn't they? It's a great model.
We have a SKRULL Warrior, real name Darius, who is 30 points for 4 clicks. He ignores hindering terrain for purposes of movement. As a boxer on movement for 2 of 4 clicks, he has Drop Disguise for combat, which is Running Shot. As a free action, until your next turn, modify attack +2, and SKRULL Warrior can't use Shape Change or the Skrull's team ability. He also has Charge, Toughness, Combat Reflexes, Shape Change, and Exploit Weakness. Shape Change he only has on the first 2 clicks of his dial, but as he has a Team Ability Scrolls for those 2 clicks, Shape Change is +1, and on the 2 clicks where he doesn't have Shape Change, he can still Shape Change on a natural 6.
Well, okay, it's only 30 points anyway.
Yeah. Then we have Hulk, real name Bruce Banner, who is 75 points for 7 clicks, and is indomitable. He has the keywords Fantastic Four and Monster. As a trait, he has a new kind of fantastic teamwork. When Hulk hits with a close attack, until your next turn, other friendly characters with the Fantastic Four keyword can use Charge. He also has as a trait the new Fantastic Four, carry 1, but only to carry characters with the Fantastic Four keyword. Once per turn, when Hulk is carried and placed adjacent to 2 or more opposing characters, after resolutions he may make a close attack.
Carried though.
On his first click, he has a box out on his movement, which is Guess I'll Smash, which is charge but does not halve speed. He also has charge, sidestep, super strength, quake, invulnerability, toughness, regen, close combat expert, and team ability Fantastic Four. That's a decent Hulk.
That is not
It's
a bad
not the
Hulk.
Crisis Protocol Hulk, but it's a Hulk. We have X-23, real name Laura Kinney, who is 50 points for 5 clicks and is indomitable and ignores hindering terrain for purposes of movement. She has for keywords All New X-Men, Fantastic Four, Weapon X, X-Force, X-Men and Detective.
It's got a question mark on the dial.
Yes, that is for team ability, team player, which is wildcard uncopyable. So as a trait, she has Circle of 4. If X-23 hasn't been moved or placed this turn, modify attack and damage +1. As a trait, she has Healing Factor, Toughness. At the beginning of your turn, if X-23 has 2 action tokens, heal her 1 click. She has a box out on 2 of 5 clicks for movement, which is Hunter and Tracker, which is Flurry, Sidestep, Stealth. She also has Charge, Sidestep, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Precision Strike, Super Senses, Combat Reflexes, Exploit Weakness, Empower, and Battle Fury, and the aforementioned Team Ability, Team Player.
Excellent. Nicolas Cage.
Okay, it's not. Ghost Rider, real name Robbie Rees, who is... you can either pay 40 points for 4 clicks or 80 points for 7 clicks, and he is indomitable. He ignores hindering terrain for the purposes of movement. As a trait, he has Ghost of Uncle Eli. If Ghost Rider is 40 points, he is KO'd when his dial clicks past the red KO line, protective against Pulse Wave.
That's an unusual one.
Yeah. Oh, it's one of those dials where the lower wattage one is the first 3 clicks rather than the last 4.
Yep, I've been there before.
Yep.
Yeah.
As a trait, he has 4 Shield Beast Hunters. When Ghost Rider is given a move action, after resolutions, remove an action token from him and he can use Stealth until your next turn. He has a box out on 3 of 7 clicks for movement, which is Hellfire Portals, Phasing Teleport. When Ghost Rider uses it and moves 4 squares or less, after resolutions he may make a close attack. Because that was the Robbie Rees Ghost Rider power, was he could phase through things, he could like create portals.
Yeah, so it's not the Nicolas Cage one.
No, it's not Johnny Blaze. It's Robbie Rees, who is the most recent Ghost Rider, but Danny Ketch and Johnny Blaze are still knocking around as well.
Mm-hmm.
As a box out on 3 of 7 clicks for combat, he has Penance Stare, Energy Explosion, Pulse Wave. Once per turn, when Ghost Rider hits an opposing character that damaged a friendly character since your last turn, after resolutions deal that opposing character penetrating damage equal to their action tokens. That is a very nice mechanic for the Penance Stare, which is possibly one of the most creative superpowers ever.
Yes.
Or there's more yet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you're getting excited.
It's Mystic.
He also has Charge, Sidestep, Precision Strike, Poison, Toughness, Impervious, Invulnerability, the Team Ability Fantastic Four, and the Team Ability Mystics. Each time this character takes damage from an opposing character's attack, after resolutions deal the attacker 1 penetrating damage, uncopyable.
So you don't need a pack then, it tells you what it is.
Yeah, for the Team Ability, so it's in on the card, which is a real boon. Okay, we have Valeria Richards. Unsurprisingly, her real name is Valeria Richards. She is 40 points for 4 clicks. She is for keywords Fantastic Four, Latveria and Scientist. As a box out on combat throughout the dial is, let's see what can I make with this. As a free action, choose a standard attack power. Valeria Richards can use that power this turn. As a box out on the first 2 clicks for damage are, here uncle, I built this for you. Perplex with a range of 8, unique modifier. When Valeria Richards uses Perplex to target another character that shares a keyword, she may instead modify a value except damage by +2. She also has Sidestep, Energy Shield Deflection, Mastermind, Perplex, and the team ability Fantastic Four. Here's She Thing, real name Sharon Ventura, keywords Fantastic Four, Frightful Four, and Monster. She is 75 points for 6 clicks and is indomitable. As a trait, Frightful 4, if you don't want me. Unique modifier, friendly characters with the Frightful 4 keyword modify damage +1 when attacking only characters that share a keyword with them. Box out on movement on the first 3 clicks, which is coming after those that hurt me. Leap Climb, when She Thing uses it after resolution she may make a close attack. She also has Sidestep, Super Strength, Quake, Impervious, Invincible, Invulnerability, Battle Fury, and Close Combat Expert. Okay, we've got Firelord, real name Pyreus Krill, seems unrealistic, but sure. He has the keywords Nova Core, Cosmic, and Herald, and he is either 40 points for 3 clicks or 150 points for 8 clicks.
Whoa.
So, the binary dial there. It's a range of 8 with 3 lightning bolts. As a boxer on attack for the first 3 clicks, he has Cosmic Heat beyond compare. Energy Explosion, Poison. When Firelord uses Energy Explosion, after revolutions deal X damage to each hit character, where X is the number of other opposing characters adjacent to that character. He also has Running Shot, Sidestep, Supersonic Speed, Pulse Wave, Precision Strike, Invincible, Impervious, Invulnerability, Toughness, and the team ability Power Cosmic.
It's a nice model.
He's got defense of either 17 or 18.
Yeah, and say that splitting that shot off as well. You got the 3 lightning bolts.
Yeah, I don't think he needs an energy explosion boost, to be honest.
No.
Okay, we have Punisher. No, not that one. His real name, not applicable. It is 75 points for 6 clicks or 125 points for 9 clicks. As a trait, he has Frightful 4, strange, heavily armoured being, half robot, half alive. Which is some wonderful Stan Lee dialogue there. Friendly characters with the Frightful 4 keyword deal penetrating damage to opposing characters with 2 action tokens. As a trait, he has Merciless, Hardcore, Massive Mayhem. Quality Stan Lee dialogue there. Close Combat Export, Colossal Stamina, Giant Reach 2.
There's quite a lot of these guys are Power Cosmic, you know.
He has a box L movement for 3 of his 9 clicks, which is he's unstoppable, which is Charge and Flurry. He also has Charge, Hypersonic Speed, Sidestep, Quake, Steel Energy, Invincible, Invulnerability, Impervious, Toughness, Battle Fury, and Team Ability Power Cosmic.
Wow. Triton.
Yeah, another one of my favourite characters, one of their Inhuman Royal Court, is Triton, real name Triton Manderazur. Keywords Inhumans and Soldier. He is 40 points for 5 clicks. As a trait, he has Ally of the Seas. When establishing themed teams, choose a friendly character with Swim. Triton gains that character's keywords. He has a box set on movement for 3 of 5 clicks, which is Attack from the Depths. Charge, Hypersonic Speed, but only if Triton occupies water terrain when activating it. He also has Flurry, Precision Strike, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Toughness, Combat Reflexes, Regen, and Probability Control. Human Torch, real name Johnny Storm. He is either 60 points for 5 clicks or 75 points for 7 clicks. He has the keywords Avengers, Fantastic Four, Inhumans, Negative Zone, Celebrity. As a trait, Return of the Fantastic Four. Friendly characters with the Fantastic Four keyword within 4 squares can use Enhancement. He has a box out on the first 3 clicks for attack, which is Taste Nova Blast Galactus. Pulse Wave. When Human Torch uses it, after resolutions you may choose an opposing character that can use Protected Pulse Wave or Protected Pulse Wave within half his range of line of fire and deal that character 1 penetrating damage. This includes stop clicks.
Wow, okay.
For his first 5 of 7 clicks, he has a box out on damage, which is Absorb Flame. Human Torch and adjacent friendly characters take no damage from Energy Explosion or Poison. He also has Running Shot, Hypersonic Speed, Energy Shot Deflection, Super Senses, Ranged Combat Expert, and Team Ability Fantastic Four. It sounds painful, but those are oddly specific requirements for that Nova Blast. First of all, you've got to pull off a Pulse Wave shot against a character who's protected against Pulse Wave, and then they get 1 point of damage.
Yeah, so it's quite a lot of this and
that.
Yeah,
It's niche, but it's that ability to punch for a stop click. And we know there is a Galactus on the horizon. I'm wondering if that's designed.
Maybe there's something to do with that.
Yeah. We have Ben Grimm, the Thing, who is 60 points for 5 clicks or 75 points for 7 clicks. He has the keyword Avengers, Fantastic Four, Guardians of the Galaxy, so he must have been in space for something.
Well, I think I know someone who would argue with
that. He also has the trait Honeymoon in Paradise. When the Thing starts the game, generate an Alicia Grimm bystander. There's a little pog for Alicia here as well.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you that in a second. As a trait, Return of the Fantastic Four. Friendly characters with the Fantastic Four keyword within 4 squares can use Empower. Everything I've got, all or nothing, which is for final 3 clicks. He has a box out on attack, which is everything I've got, all I've got, nothing. When the thing makes a close attack, you may choose that he modifies attack +3, deals penetrating damage, and that opposing characters can't use shape changes or super senses. If you do, after resolutions, KO the thing.
Oh, okay.
He's hitting 3 damage on that, so with close combat X on his last kick, potential 5 penetrating, you might risk it.
Yeah, that's true.
If he's going to go out and he's on his last click, he's
He
going to
knows
go
he's going to go out anyway. Yeah.
He also has charge, sidestep, super strength, invincible, impervious, invulnerability, toughness, close combat expert, and team ability. Fantastic 4. Alicia has a movement of 5 with sidestep, an attack of 9, a defense of 14 with super senses, and an attack of 0 but with a yellow, which I think is support. Yeah. As a trait, if Alicia Grimm is within 4 squares of an opposing character, the thing modifies his speed, attack, and damage +1. So you put her in danger, then Grimm gets a boost.
Right, okay.
When she is KO'd by an opponent's attack, after resolutions, heal the thing to his starting click and modify his speed, attack, and damage +1 for the rest of the game.
Oh my word. That's worth getting her killed.
I'm going to show her off.
Okay.
Okay, we have Dr. Fantastic, real name Reed Richards, who is 100 points for 7 clicks. This is from the Earth X Parallel Universe miniseries. So he has the keywords Earth X, Fantastic 4, Latveria, Ruler, Scientist. For an additional 10 points, you can give him, I really should deactivate these DOOMBOTs. When a friendly character is targeted by an opponent's outwit, perplex, or probability control, after resolutions you may generate one of the DOOMBOTs we saw earlier each time.
So he can summon them as well, but it's basically Doom, isn't he?
Yeah. As a box out on attack on his final 2 clicks, he has Summon Galactus, my son, protected against Pulse Wave. As a power action, once per game, generate a Franklin Galactus bystander. I'll show you those in a second. He has a box out on damage for the first 4 of 7 clicks, which is Stretch My Own Brain to the Limit, Outwit and Perplex. As a free action, choose Outwit or Perplex. Dr. Fantastic can use the chosen power an additional time this turn. He also has Stealth, Plasticity, Sidestep, Energy Explosion, Penetrating Psychic Blast, Invincible, Impervious, Toughness, Support, and Team Ability.
Wow.
Of Doom.
How many points?
100.
Wow.
He also has the Franklin Galactus bystander, who is speed 0, range 10 with 1 lightning bolt, attack 12 with yellow, which is, I can't remember, Pulse Wave.
Pulse Wave.
Okay, so he's got Pulse Wave, and on his defence he has got 20 with Impervious, and a damage of 5, and is considered colossal. As a trait, after a resolution of any action, if no friendly character named Dr. Fantastic is on the map, KO Franklin Galactus. He also has the Power Cosmic. So a range of 10
He can't give
with
you,
Pulse Wave and 5 damage and Giant Reach.
but he just pops off if the other guy goes.
If Dr. Fantastic goes down, then Franklin goes down as well.
And how does he summon it? Is it just a...
He has a box out on his attack for his last 2 clicks, which
So he can
is
summon
Summon
it
Galactus,
as
my
a power
son,
action.
as a power action, yeah.
Instant bodyguard.
Yeah. Here we have SKRULL General, not to be confused with SKRULL Specific, whose real name is Various! And he is 30 points for 5 clicks. He has he ignores hindering terrain for purposes of movement. He has a trait which is invasion plans from the SKRULL Empire. When a friendly character uses shape change and succeeds, the attacker can't choose a new target with the SKRULL keyword. So if you're building a SKRULL team, that's really nerfed shape changes. Yeah,
you can't choose another scroll.
Yeah, he has a box out on his first 3 of 5 clicks for damage, which is deploying infiltration pods to key locations. Leadership, friendly characters with the SKRULL keywords have the Underworld ability. He also has Stealth, Sidestep, Energy Explosion, Willpower, Toughness, Leadership, and Team Ability scrolls.
Only 30 points.
Okay, we have a Living Laser, real name Arthur Parks, who is 75 points for 6 clicks. He has the keywords Batrox Brigade, Frightful 4, Lethal Legion, Modox 11, Masters of Evil, and Scientist. He ignores hindering terrain for the purposes of line of sight. As a trait, he has Frightful 4, Blinded by the Light. Unique modifier. Opposing characters modify attack -1 when making a ranged attack that targets one or more friendly characters with the Frightful 4 keyword. As a trait, he has Absorption or Amplification. When Living Laser is missed by an attack, give him an Absorption token. As a free action, remove an Absorption token to choose one. Regen at no cost, or Ranged Combat Expert at no cost.
Regen at no cost.
He also has Hypersonic Speed, Running Shot, Phasing Teleport, Precision Strike, Penetrating Psychic Blast, Pulse Wave, Energy Shield Deflection, Super Senses, Shape Change, and Enhancement. Very good. It's a colourful dial for 75 points.
There's a lot going on there. We had one of these a little while ago, some time ago actually, with the one the bonus like wall.
They did like the click on bases.
That's right. Yeah.
We have Sandman, real name William Baker, 75 points for 6 clicks. He has the keywords Frightful 4 and Sinister Syndicate and ignores hindering terrain for purposes of movement. He has the trait Frightful 4 Dune Sandstorm. Unique modifier. Opposing characters modify damage -1 when making a close attack that targets a friendly character with the Frightful 4 keyword. He has a box out on his first 4 of 6 clicks for combat, which is Sandblast. Quake, Smoke Cloud. When Sandman uses Smoke Cloud after resolutions, he can quake at no cost, but may also target any opposing characters occupying or adjacent to his hindering markers regardless of adjacency.
Wow.
So it's like a... Do you remember the Orc gun that was a series of rockets linked together with a link of chain? Kind of like
That's
that.
Right, yeah.
He also has Charge, Sidestep, Plasticity, Pulse Wave, Impervious, Invulnerability, Toughness, Shape Change, Exploit Weakness, and Team Ability, Minions of Doom. This is Gorgon, real name Gorgon Pettigron, who has the keywords Inhumans and Soldier, and he has 45 points for 5 clicks. As a trait, he has Seismic Stomp. Quake, but Gorgon may use it as if he occupied a square within 3 squares on line of fire. I can see that being useful, being able to quake round a corner.
Yeah, effectively.
Yeah, it's like a grenade, basically. Also has Charge, Sidestep, Invulnerability, Toughness, and Willpower. His damage sits at 4 and 3 throughout the whole dial, and by the end, he's got 19 defence with Willpower. He can keep going.
And not an expensive model at all, is it?
No, I really like Gorgon. That's cool with me. It's EarthX, the Thing. His real name, Ben Grimm. There's the keywords EarthX, Fantastic Four, and Hidely Ho, Neighbourino.
Yeah.
He's 50 points for 4 clicks.
Just come out of the laboratorium.
Yeah. Man, I need to read EarthX because going on the Heroclix, it looks fucking nuts.
It looks very comfortable.
Yeah. So he has a trait Buzz and Chuck. At the beginning of a game, generate a Buzz and a Chuck bystander. If your force is a Fantastic Four themed team, these bystanders have an attack stat. This game of the Thing can't use Buzz the Thing can't attack unless Buzz and or Chuck was KO'd.
Alright, so he produces them.
Yeah, they fight. Once one of them's KO'd, then he can attack.
It is interesting to note that he is unique, so you can't. Okay. Whereas the other things are not, so you can have more than one thing on the board.
Okay.
So it obviously is a specialised character.
Yeah. As a trait, he has Clobber You. What kind of unsophisticated slob do you think I am? He has Perplex. When the Thing uses it, he may modify attack values by -2 instead of -1. He has a box out on defence running through all 4 clicks, which is Settle Down with Alicia to Raise a Family, which is Defend and Invincible. He also has Sidestep, Super Strength, Quake, Empower, Close Combat Expert, and Team Ability Fantastic Four. And there are the Pogs for Buzz and Chuck.
Buzz and Chuck. It's cool. So they go off and fight, and
when one of them goes down, he wades in.
Amazing. It's different.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we've got Annihilus, real name Annihilus, keywords Negative Zone, Armour, Cosmic, Monster, Ruler. He is 125 points for 6 clicks or 175 points for 8 clicks. He has a range of 9 with 3 lightning bolts. As a trait, he has Endless Resurrection. Power action, heal Annihilus equal to his number of negative energy tokens. As a box out on defence, he has Can't Stop Living. The box and fence it alternates throughout its dial. It's on 4 of 8 clicks. Can't stop living, invincible. When this click is first revealed, give Annihilus a negative energy token. He has a box out on attack for his first 3 clicks, which is anti-particles, outwit. When Annihilus is attacked, any positive modifiers of the attacker's attack value become negative. When Annihilus attacks a single character, any positive modifiers of the target's defense value become negative. He also has running shot, sidestep, phasing teleport, penetrating psychic blast, energy explosion, precision strike, pulse wave, invincible, impervious, invulnerability, ranged combat expert, perplex, and team ability, power cosmic. And the last one we have Darkseid Blaster. I'm not Darkseid.
I'm not Darkseid, if that's what you're thinking,
Yeah.
no.
So we have Blaster, whose real name is Blaster. He is 75 points for 5 clicks, or 150 points for 8 clicks. 2 lightning bolts, 8 range. This character can make ranged attacks while adjacent to opposing characters. May target adjacent or non-adjacent opposing characters.
Well, that's unusual.
He has a trait for Forceful Ruler of Balor, which is Force Blast and Super Strength. He has a box out on 5 of 8 clicks for movement, which is Concussive Blast Fight. Charge, running shot, as a free action, make a close combat attack. He has a box out on 4 of 8 clicks for attack, which is the Living Bomb Burst. Energy Explosion. When he uses it, the character's blaster originally targeted are dealt penetrating damage. He also has running shot, pulse wave, impervious, invulnerability, toughness, leadership, and the team ability, power cosmic. Okay, so there is the Fantastic Four set for Marvel Heroclix. Initial impressions?
It's just great.
I think it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, they're really great.
This is the best set I've seen from Heroclix in a long time.
After the Captain America set, I always was a bit on the back foot. But
Captain America was going to be the last straw for me, because that was actually on the back of Earth X and the back of What If. I think X-Force was probably the last good set.
No, yes, I agree.
Yeah. So
this is
not badly animated, but yeah.
It gives us a load more power cosmic, guys.
It's very easy to get a set of the original Fantastic Four, which is
Seems
the most
that way.
popular one.
Yeah.
Doombots are plenty.
Which you need.
I love the rules for the Doombots. I think they're brilliant.
And we'd forgotten about scrolls and the opening.
Yeah, the scrolls are great.
They seem pretty cool.
Yeah. Not many duplications.
No,
It was good. It's not, there was no Duff booster.
I don't think as the boosters unfold, you'd been happy with anyone that.
Oh, totally. Even if you didn't get any Fantastic Fours and you went up with a Red Hulk, you're not going to complain.
No, that's right.
Yeah, there's a lot of focus on traits in this set. Everyone's got a trait of one kind or another. A lot of them focus on team building, like focus on the Frightful Four or Fantastic Four keywords as well, which is theme-driven gamers I think is great. Doom lived up to expectations. The thing where he can just swap out with the Doombots I think is outstanding.
Yeah, we didn't get a server, but we did get a Nova.
We did get a Nova, yeah. Which is unexpected. A couple of the Inhuman Raw Corp. We've got Medusa, Triton and Gorgon popped up as well.
Yep.
Black Panther, who is a Fantastic Four supporting character. The ideas above his station. Robbie Reed's Ghost Rider for some reason.
It's nice that they've remembered him.
Yeah, and there's a Spider-Man and some oddball stuff in there, which.
But nothing awful.
No,
nothing
oddball.
Like, why have I got blood?
Well, the oddball stuff I liked. So the stuff that was in there, like Living Laser, who I remember from some 1960s issue of the Avengers, even he stuck in my head as being one of those villains of the week. His abilities
it's obviously
really good.
The laser being cutting through on James Bond in the 60s. Lasers,
everything
was laser.
Stanley was obsessed with transistors as well. Everything could be solved with transistors. I sometimes wonder if he. I wonder if maybe none of his characters had superpowers and he just didn't understand how physics worked. It was nice to see no random Iron Man, because I felt for the past 45 years of Heroclix, every set has got an errant Iron Man for no explicable reason. But the whole
just the one Spider-Man, which was fine.
Yeah, cool. You can't do a set without Spider-Man, I'll give you that much. But didn't feel forced. There's none here I went, "Ooh," it's not like when we had Wasp with the Wakanda keyword. There's nothing here that made me go, that's a bit weird. There's everyone here, the off-the-wall stuff still fits in.
Yeah, but we didn't have any like Thug number 2 and
Yeah,
there's none of that sort of nonsense.
Absolutely not. No, I think there's no jobbers. There's no grunt. I mean, Moloids is probably the closest we've got to a grunt, or like some of the generic SKRULLs maybe.
We do need to have some.
Yeah, but there's certainly no.
It wasn't a wash with it.
Yeah, so, no, it's seeding was superb. Good. I think the models feel big.
Yes.
They feel bigger than normal Heroclix. Maybe they're not. They just have a bigger build. Maybe because it's with Ben Grimm and Sheathing and Hulk taking up and Annihilus looking just like a 80s cock rock version of the Balrog from HeroQuest.
Yes, yeah, not dissimilar to the gargoyle.
Yeah, he's like the gargoyle from HeroQuest.
They should re-release that.
I'm intrigued to see whether Blaster or Darkseid came first. Because that is just... It's just...
You must be constantly buying new shoes.
That's just shameless, isn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's really quite dark-siding. This, for me, is absolutely a double thumbs up set.
Oh,
this is the best.
I don't think you'd be unhappy if you bought a box or...
This is the best HeroClix set for a long time. Probably only rivaled by stuff like the X-Force set, Batman animated series, or even going right back something like the Superman Wonder Woman set we had back in the early days. Those were great sets, and this is up with those. Possibly for the first time ever, I'm going to say, if you're a HeroClix player, this is worth digging into your pockets and buying a brick.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
This isn't where we go, oh yeah, maybe pick up a booster or two. If you're a Marvel player, if you're a Fantastic Four fan, if you're a competitive HeroClix player, find the money for a brick.
There's some models definitely using competitive games.
Yeah, talk to your local retailer, say you want to buy a brick, they'll sort you out. But yeah, this is worth the £100 you pay for a brick, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is just absolutely superb. And we've still got the Fast Forces to come as well.
Oh, if the test play those.
We will test play those. Yes, WizKids, you've won us back.
Yes.
And,
we're watching you.
maybe it's just because we're so happy we finally got the Fantastic Four.
I do wonder if we were kind of fingers crossed for this one.
Yeah. I mean, instantly you've got to wonder what's Crisis Protocol's working on, but never mind, you guys are back. I'm just picturing a 40 mil Galactus already. Maybe he doubles as a dice tower.
Oh my word, that's going to be big.
Okay guys, thanks very much for watching. We've been Bring On the Bad Guys for Emotionally14.com. What's Emotionally 14 is a website containing superheroes, tabletop gaming and all the other sorts of things you love. Can be found at Emotionally14.com, and you can follow them on all social media channels at Emotionally14. If you want to follow the show itself, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Bring On The Bad Guys. And if you want to keep up with which sort of nonsense I'm nattering about, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at RealBradHB. Ian, where can people find you?
Just on Instagram, on Great Old One.
Awesome. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching, and we're going to have to take these out for a rumble.
I think it's fairly soon, I think.
Yeah. Okay guys, see you very soon.
See you.
Bye.